Thanks for tuning in to another episode of More or Less. Today, I am joined by fellow Jersey girl, Frawley. She is a 23-year-old singer-songwriter based in Los Angeles, and this girl has written with everybody. Cian Ducrot, Rosa Linn, Tate McRae, John Legend, you name it, she's written with them. She recently released Figure You Out, a brand new single, and today we talk about anxiety, her being a foodie, growing up, and her strong as hell work ethic, more or less. These days, we can all use more energy, and Mind Plus Beauty's wellness facial oils will give you the energy boost you need. So whether you're heading off to exercise, going for a run, or just having a busy day, simply add the Beauty of Energy oil to your face and experience more gain, less pain. It's the all-natural way to enhance your energy level, and it's made for everyone. Good for your face and good for you. Available with free shipping at mindplusbeauty.com. That's mind, P-L-U-S, beauty.com. Frawley, welcome to the show. Welcome to More or Less.
Thank you.
On this show, we allow our guests to do a self-intro, so please introduce yourself to the lovely humans watching.
Hi, I'm Frawley. I'm excited to be here.
Amazing. And in one word, how are you feeling today, more or less?
I'm excited.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
the excited one. And the follow-up we do is, what do you need more of and why? And then what do you need less of and why?
I think I need more time for myself and being present in life, just, being a little bit more grateful for where I am and just, staying present.
That can be really, really hard.
It's very tough to do.
We can go into that. And what is one thing you need less of?
Judgment. Judging myself. I think I'm very hard on myself, and I think I need to just chill out on that.
Did that get amplified once you came out to LA? Like the self-criticism?
I think I've always been very, very critical of myself. And then, doing music and moving to LA and all of that, it just, I see the trajectory. It's just getting more and more and more. So I need to learn how to undo that and kind of just take that back a little bit.
Totally fair. So take us back to the beginning. I know you're from Jersey, right?
Yes.
Fellow Jersey girl. I too am from
Really?
Jersey, yes.
No way,
Where in New Jersey are you from?
Bergen County.
Bergen County. Okay, I'm south. I'm in Old Bridge, so Monmouth County.
Okay,
Middlesex border.
Yeah.
Yeah, very funny. Okay, beautiful. So we're
Jersey
fellow,
girls.
fellow Jersey girls.
Yes.
Take us back to the beginning. What really was the catalyst into getting into music?
Yeah, so I started singing when it was the summer going into kindergarten. Said that weird. And I just fell in love with it instantly. Like I knew that was what I wanted to do the second I started singing and taking lessons. So I continued working, with a vocal teacher from 5 years old up until 14. And what happened after that, I went to high school for a second, got kicked out of high school. I feel like a lot of people don't know that. And
what happened? Wait, I have to go to that. Kicked out of high school.
Yes, kicked out of an all-girls Catholic school.
Okay.
Parents weren't very happy about that, naturally. But yeah, it was over a haircut. It honestly wasn't anything cool. I wish I had a good story, you know? Could have been I was so badass.
So then you went to public school?
No, so I didn't go back to school.
Oh.
Yeah, so I left school at 15 and so I got kicked out of school April of my freshman year. And I never had a good time in school. I never had a good experience. I was bullied in middle school. I was having a tough time my freshman year. It was just I knew it wasn't for me. And when I got kicked out, I was like, ooh, maybe this is a sign from God. I'm in a Catholic school. Maybe this is his way of letting me know that this isn't for me. And I was just to my mom, at the time I was uploading covers onto my SoundCloud and they were doing really, really well. And I was like, Mom, give me till the end of summer to get management, to get something going, for my singing career. And if I can do that, please don't make me go back to school.
Okay. So the timeline, this was right after you got kicked out was April. So the deal was till end of summer.
till
To
the
figure it
end.
out.
Yeah,
Got
exactly.
it. Okay.
And I got to work. I got myself a manager. I started posting a bunch of covers on Instagram, and I created a fake Instagram account and started tagging. I'd like go on another Instagram account and I'd tag managers and like labels and everybody and be like, oh my God, you have to check out this girl, Lauren Frawley.
I
so
heard
cool.
about this.
Yes.
I absolutely heard about this. Did it work is the $1 million question.
Yes, it
'Cause
did
here
work.
you are.
it did work, which is so crazy. Ever since I was a little kid, like you can ask anybody in my family, if I wanted something, like I was gonna find a way to get it. I just like if I wanted a dog, I badgered my mom for years until I finally got a dog.
Wait, I was the same way. I literally made a PowerPoint for my
Yes.
family about why we needed a dog.
Yes, PowerPoints, essays, all of that.
Yeah,
all
you
of that.
have to have all the, the materials ready, the receipts.
Oh, yeah.
And then the work behind it.
Exactly.
I totally get that. Same energy. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. Not that I know too much about zodiac.
I know
but I just
nothing
wanted
about
to see
it.
if you were the same as me.
What are you?
Pisces.
Okay.
I don't really know what that means.
I have no
Anyone here
clue.
knows what that means. But
Yeah.
I've been told it kind of aligns with like the driven, like almost perfectionist mentality.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
continue. I'm sorry. So you were tagging everybody.
Oh, yes. So I was tagging everybody, and all of a sudden, my DMs start getting flooded with these managers, and I'm like, King of the Castle, King of the Castle. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Everybody's coming to me. And they all, they were all reaching out, and they all thought they were discovering me. So I met with a couple of management companies, managers, and ultimately picked, the manager that I wanted to go with at the time. And yeah, so I worked with them for a little bit.
And this happened before the end of the summer.
Yes, it did. Sorry. It did happen before the end of the summer. So I found myself management, and I worked with them for about 1.5 years. And then I knew that I needed more. I wanted to really just like break into the music industry. I was doing sessions, I was meeting people, but I wasn't getting to where I wanted to be quick enough. And so I, did what I previously did and just started DMing management companies, agencies, record labels, all of that again, like 1.5 years later.
Yeah.
And one day, my mom was reading a magazine and saw that Zayn Malik from One Direction, and I was a massive One Direction. Oh my God, massive One Direction fan. And she was reading this magazine, and it was right after he had left One Direction. And in the magazine, it said where he was going for his new management.
Okay.
My mom just kind of like mentioned it, and I was like, Mom, there, I want to go there. So I didn't hesitate. I just Googled them, found their number, and I just called them. They were in the UK, and I just picked up the phone. I called them, and I was like, hey, I'm Lauren. I'm 16 years old. I have like 2.5 songs I can show you. Can I send you some music? And an intern picked up, and his name is Jay, and he still works with me. And he was like, yeah, sure. Kind of weird, but yeah, send me some music. So I did. I sent him some music, and maybe like 15 minutes later, I get a call back, and he's like, is your mom or dad around? Is the parent
like,
around?
The guardian.
Yeah, can I speak to someone? And they got to talking, and conveniently, I was going to Ireland that summer, like 2 months. It was 2 months away. And they were like, after Ireland, come over to London and meet with us. So I met with them, courted them for about like 1.5 years. And they offered me a publishing deal. Nice. And then right before I signed that publishing deal, Warner Chappell, they were like, they were like, we want to get in on this. So I signed a joint venture with the both of them.
Wow. And what, you were 16?
It started at 16. I ended up working with Warner Chappell at 17, 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
That happened really fast.
It did happen really fast.
So what was going through your mind when you signed the joint deal?
Well, I was on top of the world. I felt like the luckiest girl ever. You know, it was something that I just had been dreaming of my whole life. Like that opportunity. There's been so many moments in my career where I'm just like, how did that even happen? You know, like how did I even get there in the first place? Because I know there's so many people, you know, that have so much talent out there that don't necessarily like know where the right avenues are, you know.
Right.
Can't find the right avenues to get to where they want to be.
Honestly, it speaks to like your work ethic that you were willing to put in the work and make the cold calls and like have a strategy on social media to tag people. Like that's very savvy. And I'm curious, where do you think that trait or that quality in you came from? Your parents? Did it come from your sister? Like where does that part of you come from?
I'd have to say it comes from my mom. She's just such a good role model in so many different ways, but especially like for business. I just remember like just being such a little kid and like listening to her on the phone and how she would like conduct her business and like hold herself and all of that and go after what she wanted. And I think subconsciously I took that in and used it myself.
Yeah.
But I think that there's always been like this eagerness in me. So I just always like just had to go get it. But
being ambitious can also bring on like a lot of exhaustion or burnout.
Sure.
Is that something you've experienced recently or maybe at the beginning of your career? Were you feeling burnt out at all? Because this all sounds like it happened really quickly, really fast.
Yeah, no, it definitely happened super, super quickly. Honestly, I don't think I felt super burnt out until I moved to LA. I think that's when it like really hit me. Because COVID, I was so determined to just like keep working and not stopping at all. So it was like that there's no hope of me slowing down right now. And then I moved to LA and I hit the ground running. I wrote so many songs. And then it came to a point where it was like, wow, I have nothing to say right now. Like I don't know what I want to write about. I'm not feeling inspired. I feel burnt out.
What was the difference in terms of like your work day or how many sessions you were doing in New York, New Jersey to then LA? Like was there a huge difference? I assume people come to LA and are in sessions like every day.
Yeah.
That's my assumption. As a New York person, like I feel like anyone I talk to that writes in LA is booked and busy.
Oh, yeah. And I love it. I love that.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be booked and busy. I always want to be in the studio, except for when I feel burnt out or like I'm not inspired. But New York, I was in the city every day.
Okay.
Sometimes I would be in the city from like 11 a.m. to like 12 in the morning. I'd do 2 sessions a day, sometimes 3.
And then when you got here, it was just go, go, go.
It was go, go, go. And I think all those years of just continuously like going caught up to me. I'm feeling less burnt out. I am going on a little vacation soon. I'm going to go visit my family in Ireland, which I'm really looking forward to. So that'll be good. Nice little detox from everything.
Incredible.
Yeah.
So moving out to LA, I'm assuming, is most of your family in New Jersey?
I have my immediate family's in New Jersey, but the rest of my family is in Ireland.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So were there any fears in coming to LA?
For sure. I'm just such a homebody. And I was so nervous that I was going to move out here and just not be able to hack it, just want to go back immediately. And there's been many times where I'm like, I could pack up this apartment in like 10 minutes if I needed to and just go home. But, you know, I'm on the phone with my mom and my family like every single day, and they're super supportive. And I have a great support system out here. My sister lives with me, which is such a bonus.
I love that.
It makes it being out here so much fun and super easy. So
was it hard to adjust to like the social scene in LA compared to the East Coast?
The social scene, The social
Given that you're a
scene?
homebody, I'm like, LA is so different in terms
It's
of the
so
social life.
Oh, it is so different.
What has your experience been like?
I say this with love. There are a lot of it's everything that you think LA is, right? A lot of influencers,
Yep.
promoters, DJs, and that kind of it's very costumey out here.
Ooh, that's a good word.
Yeah. But that's why I think I'm surviving out here, is because I have my sister who will not play into any of that. She's not in music. She's not into any of this. So she humbles me really quick.
Yeah.
And she reminds me like where we are and what's going on, and grounds me, reminds me of New York and how we act over there.
Does it feel like it's a bubble compared to the rest of the world?
LA?
Yeah.
For sure. And it's so difficult to find, like, to make a genuine connection with somebody.
That's what I've heard.
And find, like, friends, really good friends. And, like, granted, I have amazing friends in music. And, I'm very selective now with who I spend my time with and who I surround myself with, because it's so easy to get into toxic relationships out here. But it's difficult.
Do you feel like your health needs to be scheduled into your day? Our morning coffee, our supplements, our skincare, we're limited on the products that help us maintain a balanced lifestyle in an easy, healthy, and convenient way. So our friends at NEURO Functional Gum and Mints did exactly that with their nootropic blends that enhance your health and wellness into something intrinsically convenient, affordable, and portable. We at More or Less have loved these energy and focus mints with a patented formula of B vitamins, L-theanine, and natural caffeine to give us the energy and mental endurance necessary to stay focused and energized without the crash or jitters. I've been hyping up NEURO for quite some time, so I'm super excited to partner with them for another season of More or Less. If you'd like NEURO by your side too, use the link in our description and use code MOREORLESS for 10% off your first purchase of NEURO Gum and Mints. So who is Frawley beyond the music? Like, what would you do on a day off? Like, what are your hobbies? What feeds your soul beyond music?
I'm super, super simple. I just love to go out to eat.
You're a foodie.
I'm a foodie. I love a strawberry margarita.
Okay.
I'm on a strawberry margarita kick right now.
What's your go-to place for a strawberry margarita?
Ooh. There's this place at the Grove.
I'm going there tonight.
You're going there?
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay. It's at the Grove. It's not attached. Like, do you know the whole like market?
Yes.
It's not attached. It's like its own little like Mexican spot.
Okay.
But they have amazing strawberry margaritas.
Okay.
And get that with like a quesadilla. You're good to go.
Okay, so Frawley is a foodie. The more you know. So what is your favorite dish? Like if you're out to dinner, what are you ordering?
Wait, I wanted you to stop at
what
is your favorite dish? And then I could have been like
the Demi Lovato.
Yeah, a mug.
God, missed out. Cut the tape. I freaking love Demi. That would have been great. Alas.
A mug. What's my honestly, I could eat chicken parm for the rest of my life. Chicken parm is just like that. That feels like home. I feel like us East Coasters, like we appreciate like the chicken parm.
A solid chicken parm.
A good slice of pizza. A bagel.
What has been your experience with bagels and pizza here? No.
No. I think food here in general just doesn't, controversial. It doesn't hit as hard, honestly. I've heard like people that aren't from the East Coast, they'll be like, oh my God, the food here is amazing. And I'm like, you have not had food or a slice of pizza from New York or Jersey.
Yeah, you just don't know that.
It doesn't compare, honestly.
Although I'll give it to LA today. I did have a bagel this morning that was not terrible. So I will chalk it up. My hotel did it right this morning. I was nervous ordering a bagel. Yeah. Because I do consider myself a little bit of a snob when it comes to bagels and pizza.
Oh, as you should be.
Yeah, it's just a character trait I can't get rid of. So, when I'm out here, I don't order that. Yeah. But today, I can't complain. Yes, it was $10. That was way more than I wanted to spend on a bagel.
A $10 bagel?
At my hotel, it was,
Okay, it's a little criminal.
But exactly. But at least it was good. Like, it could have been a $10 bagel.
Yes.
But
100%.
Here we are. What else? Like anything you're super nerdy about?
What am I nerdy about? That's such a good question. What am I nerdy about?
I just love this show because I feel like we get to talk about the human behind the music. Like, who are you beyond that? Like, we know that that's what you're good at, what you love, but what do you do when, like, during a time of COVID, like, you're not performing live? Like, when everything stops, what makes you happy?
Honestly, like, I'm the happiest just sitting on my couch and watching Jersey Shore or Love Island. Like, this morning while I was getting ready, Jersey Shore on repeat.
Like the old seasons?
The old and the new.
Okay.
And like me and my sister, we've been watching a lot of like highlight reels, and that's been like, that's so much fun. Like that feeds my soul.
That's your comfort.
Yeah, that and Love Island UK. Yeah.
I've been hearing a lot of good things about Love Island UK.
Have you not seen it?
No, I have not seen it. Just like I'm wearing my Barbie shirt today, everyone, and I have not seen the movie.
Oh my God. You have, are you into any of that kind of stuff?
You know, I'm into a little bit of reality TV. I'm more of a Housewives girl myself. Okay. I do like a good Housewives of New Jersey. I did watch Perfect Match on Netflix. I did enjoy that. It was like all the Netflix dating shows together, like the Love is Blind.
Yes.
I like all that. So I do think I should give Love Island a shot.
You really should. I don't know, it's different from like other reality shows. It's not so drama based.
Yeah, it's not as catty.
Good, yeah. Okay. It's just like a good watch. Like it's funny, you know?
I'm watching Jury Duty right now and it's freaking hysterical.
Stop. It's so good.
I don't know why it took me so long to watch this show. I feel like I had to finish Ted Lasso. Like there's so many things I had to finish. So Jury Duty just got moved to the bottom of the list and I'm actually laughing out loud. Like I can't remember the last time I watched this show that I'm audibly laughing.
Yes.
Like, I love it.
Stop. I'm obsessed. I watched that show. I fell in love. I can't remember his name.
Ronald?
Yes. I fell in love with him. I DM'd him.
You shot your shot?
I shot my shot.
Did he reply?
Yeah, he did.
Oh my God. We have to talk about that too when we're done recording. That's amazing.
Totally shot my shot.
What a great show, though.
So
I'm only
good.
on episode 4, but it's hysterical.
Yeah.
I love James Marsden. Like, the characters are great. So freaking funny. What a cool concept.
Truly. I hope that they can do another version of that.
Yeah.
It obviously, like, couldn't be Jury Duty because it would be obvious, but, like, maybe it was, like, something else.
A different premise, you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I really like that.
That was just so clever. So clever.
So, Frawley, I want to talk to you about, you've written with a lot of our previous guests on the show, Cian and Hunter and all these incredible people. What is it like for you balancing your artist project and writing in general?
Well, I've been very focused on my project for the last year and a half now. But I love writing for other artists. It's so nice because I get so in my head when it comes to like my songwriting for myself. So when I'm able to just like step out of my own head and kind of like jump into somebody else's, like that's great. It's so therapeutic for me.
I've had such interesting conversations with artists around collaboration. Like some people are so closed off to it and then they get comfortable with it or vice versa. Like when you came out to LA, were you already used to co-writes or?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that was already within your wheelhouse.
Yeah. I had been co-writing since I think I was 15. I love doing it because I learn so many new things. Like every session that I go into with like another artist or another writer, producer, like I just learn, I leave with something new, you know, that's so valuable. I feel like there are a lot of artists and people, like writers in general, that are so closed off to it and I just don't get it. Like what's the worst that can happen? You just learn something, you know?
Yeah. Do you think it's because you started at a young age?
Maybe.
It's interesting to me, like, talking to you because you are so driven and, like, it sounds really independent in getting what you want, but yet you thrive in these collaborative settings. Like,
I do.
That's such a contrast for a lot of people to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Because you see, like, a lot of people with artist teams that are really big and there's a lot of cooks in the kitchen and there's a lot going on, but yet it's still that one artist's project. And it feels like for you, you're working with other people on their projects and your project, like, it's very collaborative. But at the end of the day, like, you still have to stay focused on your own.
Yeah.
As Frawley.
Yes, definitely.
So looking ahead, what can we expect? What's coming down the pipeline? I'm excited that your project is taking the forefront? Because, of course, I love the music that you've worked with for other people, but I'm excited that yours is going to take center stage.
Thank you. I have a song coming out in a couple weeks.
Yay!
I haven't said the name on social media yet.
This episode will probably be out when the song's out.
Okay, so the song is called Figure You Out.
Yes.
And that song just means so much to me. I have a bunch of songs kind of like in the pipeline right now, getting ready to release. Like I have like a whole release plan right now, hopefully leading into an EP.
Okay.
In the new year. Yeah, I'm so excited about that. This song, Figure You Out, is about a guy that was just had me in a chokehold. I was a clown for this man.
Okay.
And
happens to the best of us.
Yeah, exactly. And I learned from it, but had to get a song from it.
Totally.
Song from the heartbreak.
So, potential EP coming out. That's
yes.
very exciting.
Yeah.
You mentioned that your word today is excited. Are you feeling excited, overwhelmed? Like when you think about what's to come, what is the emotion there?
Yeah. Excited, anxious, overwhelmed. You said you asked for one word.
Yeah. We do tend to ask for one word.
But I'm
or
feeling
phrase.
Okay, yeah. I think I would definitely add anxious in a good way and a little overwhelmed, but also eager, just eager to get it out, anxious to get it out and anxious to see how people react to it.
The response.
Yeah, exactly.
So when it comes to like anxiety and how that shows up for you,
mm-hmm.
does that look like, because we talked a little bit earlier about like self-criticism and self-doubt, like is that where you feel the anxiety results from?
I've honestly, since I was a little girl, I've just been very anxious.
Like an anxious bubble, yeah.
Yeah, that's just always been a part of me. I remember just like having, separation anxiety from my mom when I was a little kid, and it's just kind of always followed me into adulthood. So yeah, I think it also seeps its way into releases and, wanting to know how it's going to be perceived. And yeah.
So what helps you work through those feelings? Like when that comes up for you, let's say it's like the night before you have a release, like what gets you to the other side?
Well, I do a lot of therapy.
Love that. We're
yes.
big proponents of therapy here on the show. I wish it was more accessible.
I know.
But that's incredible that you had a positive experience, I'm assuming.
Yes,
therapy.
Definitely. I have an incredible support system. So, I have my therapist and, I have my family. And when it comes to the actual day of release, it's like, it is what it is. I'm proud of the song that's about to come out. And now it's the world's, and whatever, it's going to be whatever it's going to be.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah. Because I think for me, a lot of it's like anxiety and control. And I can't control what other people are going to say and think about me. So there's no point of me harping on it and being worried about it, like letting it derail my night or my day, I'm trying to tell myself that more.
I was just going to say that if I was in your shoes, I feel like I would have to say that over and over and over in the mirror.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that something like you have to keep going with?
Oh, for sure. For sure. Especially because my brain has been wired to think a certain way for years. So now it's me trying to undo that. I have it's not going to happen overnight where I'm like, oh, okay, I don't care. I don't care what they think. It's all good. Right. I'm not going to be critical of myself. Like that doesn't happen in a day. It doesn't happen in a week. Unwiring your brain to think like that takes time. So,
and you also spend so much time like trying to get your music in front of the right people and wanting them to accept you
Yes.
is a whole layer of unlearning I'm sure you have to do now. You know, looking back, like you spent so much time, I'm sure, like, this is me, like, take me, like, love me, uplift me.
Yeah.
And now
believe in me.
And now you're here and it's like, okay, I have to believe in myself too, right?
Exactly. And I think that for a minute, I kind of lost that. I was looking for validation from other people. Like, are they happy? Are you good? Like, but am I happy? Am I good? Do I like, am I a fan of what I'm doing? Am I a fan of how I'm feeling? Like, I have to constantly remind myself that my feelings need to be put first.
100%. Does that come up even in your relationships with, like, you're signed to a major label, like your publisher? Like, are you also concerned with, like, are they happy with what I'm doing? Like, are they okay with this?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
I feel like that thought in general just is like blanketed over just everything in my life. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's with management, it's with my label, it's with my friends, my family, dating, like all that kind of stuff, you know?
But you still have to be top of the list.
I have to be top of the list.
And that's a daily commitment. And I'm sure anyone listening agrees with that, of like, you have to choose yourself to show up every day for yourself.
Exactly.
And not anybody else.
Yeah, no, you have to be like your number one fan.
And as you know, like being your own advocate too, like you have shown that to the world too, that you pushed for yourself as a teenager, you're pushing for yourself now, and I totally give you kudos, my friend, because
thank you.
That is hard work.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Amazing. Well, Frawley, we're going to end the show with one question. What is one thing you've done this week or today to take care of your mental health and put yourself first?
Well, I went to therapy.
There we go.
And I went to the gym. I like to just go for, a light walk, nothing too crazy, I like to do that first thing in the morning.
Okay.
Kind of just, it allows me to just like reset my brain a little bit. And then I'll go to a coffee shop. It's my new thing, actually. Just like getting out of my apartment, walking down the street, going to a coffee shop, sitting there for like an hour and just like having coffee and journaling. So I did those 3 things today.
What's your relationship with journaling?
I
love asking artists it because like every artist is like great at writing lyrics, but like journaling is like, oh, should I try it? Should I not try it?
I've been journaling since I was 12 years old. And it's so crazy because I have a massive like folder of all like journal entries that I've made like over the years. And it's back home in Jersey. And last time I was home, I actually went through some of it. And it made me so emotional because I'd like flip through pages and I know like one page was like, oh, I hate it here. I can't stand school. No one's nice to me. Like people are saying this, and this about me. All I want to do is singing. All I want to do is sing. Like this doesn't make sense for me to be here. And then there was another journal entry that was like, I can't wait for the day that I get signed to a major record label, or a publishing company. And it's just it's so cool to like look back on little me.
Revisiting your old self.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And be like, you got this, girl.
Yeah.
And hopefully I'll look back on this in like 5-10 years and be proud of the journey.
I love that. And I love the coffee shop bit. I'm on my own journey with trying out different coffee shops every day just to change up the environment, see where I feel productive, see if the coffee's good.
Yes. Wait, what's your go-to coffee?
So I am now getting more into coffee. I was a really big tea person. I was a big matcha person. Like I've gone through different eras of my caffeine intake. Right now I'm really into the vanilla lattes. That's my drink of choice.
Iced or hot?
Iced. Always iced.
Okay.
Always iced.
Oof, you're my girl.
Yeah. Hot is not for me. Iced all year round for me as well. In the winter, I will also do iced drinks.
100%.
Yeah, it's just, it's part of me. But I'm willing to venture out into the cappuccino world, the macchiato world. But for now, vanilla latte is the way to go.
Yep. I totally agree.
And on that note, thank you for coming by the podcast. It was amazing to have you. And I'm so excited for the new music.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's a wrap.